life is not about living perfectly. It's that you are your biggest motivator. By the time you stop thinking about it, they would have already forgotten about it. The point is, the world is so big. There is a place for you in this world. The only person who understands you completely is you. When we try to start something, right, whether it's a hobby or something we like, or if it's to reach our dreams, it is very difficult to actually go out and start it. We have all these great ideas in our brains. I have all these things that I want to do, but I'm just laying there. I just used to wonder, is somebody going to save me? If somebody would come out and save me, if somebody would just come up and pick me up, I would be able to reach all my dreams. I would have this mentor. It doesn't happen like that, unfortunately. And as much as I wish it did, it didn't. I was still laying there. I was still contemplating, oh, should I start? How should I start it? We have these big imaginations. It's so great. We can think of all these things. I have all these video ideas. I have all these things that I want to do, all these dreams I want to do. But none of them will come true if I do not start working towards them. You could have this incredible idea, this incredible business idea, but if you do not start it, you will not know if you are meant for it if you do not try it. The worst that can happen is that you fail. You have to get comfortable with failure. You are going to make mistakes. When you start something, it's not going to be good. Okay, let's face it. Anything that you start, it's not going to be good. If you don't get comfortable with failure, you can't really do anything because you are going to fail at things. You start something, you have to expect that you are going to fail somewhere along the line. Because if you can't expect that failure, and if you keep expecting perfection, you are going to drag yourself down. This world is so big. You don't understand how big it is. We cannot comprehend how big this world is. You hear the number 8 billion. Oh, the population is 8 billion. But that's not even an exact number. There could be more people. There could be less people. Who knows? But the point is, the world is so big. There is a place for you in this world. You would not have been waking up every single day. It is a blessing to wake up every single day. People don't get to do that. You need to realize how blessed you are. You get to wake up every single day. You get to wonder about, oh, what you're gonna do tomorrow. You get to think about the future. There are people who only think about today. Oh, what can I do to survive today? What can I do to put food on the table today? That is how other people think. And that's the majority of the world. But we are lucky enough to be able to think, I want a better future for myself. That thought already is so privileged because there are so many people who don't have the hope, who don't have the courage to think what they want to do in the future, what they can be in the future. You don't need to wait for a specific person to try and lift you up, to uplift you, because you have that person already. That person is you. You want somebody to save your life, you want somebody to fix your life and give you your dreams and give you $1 million or whatever. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. There is nobody that is going to save you. Every life is different. Every person has a different life. And every life is unique. There is a reason why there isn't a rule book on how to live life. Because everybody's situation is different. There is not going to be somebody who completely understands every single part of your situation. The only person who understands you completely is you. We hear, oh, I don't understand. Why does nobody understand me? Why does nobody understand me? You need to understand. The only person who can start something for your life is you. Don't expect for somebody to come out here and give you it all, because that person does not exist. The only constant in this life is you. You could wake up every single day thinking, dreaming, planning for anything to happen. Like you could dream to be an actor or to be an athlete or whatever. But if you do not actually go and initiate that plan will never come into action. I could think every single day about, oh, I want to make a video, I want to make a video, I want to make a video. But if I don't actually make the video, it doesn't matter. You could plan for your entire life for something, but if it doesn't happen, if you do not start it, if you do not start the spark, it is not going to happen. You cannot let the lack of motivation pull you down forever. Because there are going to be times where you just feel so depressed with yourself and you just feel like you don't want to do anything, you just want to sit in bed. That's not going to get you anywhere. The thing that you need to be reminded of is that you are your biggest motivator. People can try to uplift you. People can try to say all these nice things, but it will never get through your head if you do not believe it yourself. I used to be very insecure about myself. I used to think that I was the ugliest person in the world and I should just cover all the mirrors and literally just cry in my bed for hours and hours and hours. People would tell me, oh, you're not ugly, you're not ugly, you're not ugly, you're not ugly. But it didn't get to my head. It really didn't. People cannot change you if you don't let them change you. There is going to be times where people have actual helpful criticisms, but there are also going to be times where they are just saying it just to say it. Oh, you're ugly, you're stupid. Those type of things, it should not matter to you. It shouldn't. Because by the time you stop thinking about it, they would have already forgotten about it. These people, they say it like this, they keep talking, they keep gossiping about you, but when the day is over, they will forget about it. They will forget about you. They're gonna find somebody else to talk about. But then you're still here. You're thinking, oh, they're so right. They're so right. There are times where I feel very upset when somebody says something. Those times are very little now because I understand now that these people are just talking just to talk because they're insecure. They're little insecure doggies that want to talk. And you know what? It's natural for them. Dogs bark. Let them bark. They bark like this. Let it go through one ear and out the other. You cannot be successful if you do not start something. No matter how stupid it might seem to other people, no matter if they laugh at you, start it anyways. It doesn't matter. You cannot reach your dreams if you do not start your path on your dreams. Every path has its obstacles. Every path will have problems along the way. And it could be longer, it could be harder. But just because it's harder does not mean you cannot reach it. It does not mean that you can't reach it. There's a reason why you have this dream, this idea in your head. It's because you were meant to do it. Life is not about living it the quickest and finding what is wrong with you and trying to fix it, because there are going to be a million flaws about you. Everybody has flaws. There is not one person in this world that is perfect. People have their problems. People have their feelings. You might wish that, oh, you could just stop crying and you could just wake up one day and everything would be fine and your world would be perfect, but it's not how it works. When you fail, you get up again. Your purpose, your life is not about living perfectly. There is not going to be a time where you live perfectly in this world. And that's okay. It's time to get up and start.